at 8:35 Central Time in Austin, Texas. If you don't know, good to meet you. My name is Hiram Garcia. I have been a journalist for the last 4 months, primarily uh, having taken a role in filming the Black Lives Matter protest. Many of you know that because obviously you follow the page. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about the future of this particular page, which is, I think, exciting and I think very on par with what we've built so far. And two, I just wanted to wish every single one of you a Merry Christmas, a happy holiday, whatever you're celebrating tonight, or even if you're not celebrating, hopefully your night goes well and better than planned. Uh, with that said, um, firstly, I wanted to talk about the future of this platform. Tomorrow morning, or hopefully a little bit sooner rather than later, if not tomorrow morning, we're going to post the weekly schedule for this platform, which starts on December 27th. So that's on Sunday. Thinking about filming about 4 to 5 times a week, and covering different types of events in the city of Austin, but also then opening up the conversation to national news, at least once a week. On top of that, we're thinking about adding a podcast where we interview guests that have something to answer to the public too. I really want to focus on people in positions of leadership, people that answer to the city of Austin, the people that live in Austin, or have to answer even to national audiences, right? Who are supposed to be representing the people on the ground, because ultimately this platform is really about bringing important information to people, which people live, in this country and in our cities, and we are all directly affected by the things that ultimately impact us, right, on the daily basis. So the idea is to bring you a better or hopefully a new understanding of really what's happening in the community. If not new, something that is useful to you in creating your opinion or looking at different sources. I plan to, talk about different topics to, cover every single source that I can that I find is important to the conversation. Stay on that unbiased, unedited, honest kind of platform that really just aims to show you things for what they are and not really providing you with an opinion. So don't think about this so much as me sitting down talking to you about what I think happened in the national news or what I think about what certain person said. It's more of a recap and analytical perspective, looking at the dissenting opinions and also analyzing the facts and separating that from fiction. So think about it more in that format than some kind of political commentary. And also with the podcast, of course, we want to release those at least once a week, so every Wednesday. And soon I'll release like a little actual paper, um, like a not a paper but a flyer that gives you all the dates, and we will be updating the times as well for that. So hopefully, it's helpful to the community. I think it stays really well aligned to our mission of just bringing home raw information, unbiased information ultimately that's not an opinion but rather an opportunity for you to create your own opinion. And secondly, Merry Christmas. It's really important that we all kind of take a step back, sit down and relax. I think no matter what, particular ideology you adopt, what you identify yourself with, who you are, where you associate yourself, whatever walk of life you come from, I think we all have seen or maybe experienced hardship at some level. And it's always good to take these holidays honestly shouldn't be holidays, but it seems like they're the most opportunistic times to try to take a step back and relax since most people go home, most things shut down. More than likely you have the days off. But anyway, I didn't have the day off. I worked today, guys. Actually, I didn't make it home because I needed to work. So, sometimes we get stuck in these really difficult situations, but nonetheless, I think that there are opportunities for you to take some time for yourself. To analyze how you feel and to learn a little bit of self love. I think everyone needs to learn to love themselves so that you can learn to love others. It's a really important step in learning how to love is learning how to love yourself because you are flawed and you make mistakes and I make mistakes and we all make mistakes and we're all human and we're subject to our environment and we live in a very harsh environment. uh so we all have our own challenges to overcome, but we can't overcome them until we learn to love ourselves. Self-love really means accepting yourself for your flaws, and I think once you can accept your own flaws, and accept the things that you feel are imperfect in yourself, you could see how others, can see that in you. Because if you don't love yourself, it's hard to imagine that somebody else would love you. But when you love yourself, it's really easy to see, you know what, I love myself. It makes sense that this other person loves me too, and you feel like that helps me personally get rid of insecurities I have. Um, Makes me open to being vulnerable and comfortable with my family and the people that I really love. Self-love is one of the most important things I think that uh, we might be missing, and with that also comes some empathy, right? Because we learn to think beyond just what is at face value, and I think that everyone deserves to have somebody that has empathy for where they're at and what they're doing. I think we're all human. We all make mistakes, like I've been repeating over and over again. Um, and we're at a point where politics are so divisive that we're literally, seeing that, one group of individuals and the other both speak English, but they no longer speak the same language. They're so separated from each other, so unempathetic and so unaware of just how human everything really is. There's a lot of things we got to fix, in our system. We're far beyond being perfect, but at the end of the day, so long as you're doing your best to do the best, and you can only do that if you love yourself, then uh, what more can you ask? But anyway, I hope that we start overcoming some of these obstacles at a human level, and also at a technical level in our politics and stuff. And hopefully that starts here with the information that we'll be sharing. Uh, so thank you so much again for being here, for supporting the channel, for being who you are, and I hope that you have a wonderful night with your family. Uh, Also, I was gonna mention I personally have a lot I've struggled with, like, ADHD. So sometimes you'll hear me rambling for long periods of time, but, thank you so much again, guys, for everything, and I hope that every single one of you has a wonderful night. I can never stop with the, sweet nothings. I just have an appreciation for you guys that goes really deep. So, recap of this video first, I just wanted to announce that this platform is now going to have a really consistent weekly schedule. We're hoping to make it to DC for the inauguration. I forgot to mention that. But that really depends on the financial viability of traveling. If you want to help us, you could always donate to the platform. But right now, we're looking to film the inauguration in DC, in Washington, depending on finances. We're also going to start regular programming, including a podcast, all of which will be posted tomorrow on a flyer. Or ASAP. And then also, I just said Merry Christmas and I love you guys and love yourselves. And let's hope that we come closer to ending the political divide and the hate. That's about it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful night. Take care of yourselves. And if you need a friend or you ever need anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I would be more than happy to sit down and be a friend to you. I can't, be as consistent as I wish I could be because I get busy sometimes, but I promise you that you'll have somebody that at least tries their best, despite all the craziness going on in my life, to get back to you and, be a true friend. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be ever unreachable to any of you here tonight. So have a great night. Good night.